So I sense here, when you are able to invoke your own power within you, you are going to come right now and you're going to celebrate. This is what I am seeing, but let's go and look into deeper what other messages are coming. Namaste, my wonderful Virgo friends. If this reading found you today, that's probably a reason. The Spirit has something important to share with you, so welcome to my channel. My name is Celine. I'm a counseling psychologist, a hypnotherapist, and an intuitive tarot reader. I blend both spiritual insight and psychological interpretation in my readings. I have just cleared the space and released all negative energies. Now I'm going to invite your spirit guides, your higher self, and your ancestors to be present during this reading. Now the sound may be a little loud for some of you, so please turn down the volume. Okay, so let's begin. I am planning to start by calling upon an oracle card, and this oracle card is called Believe in Your Own Magic. As you know, we all are magical creatures ourselves. We came into this universe, this world, with lots and lots of magic, and its magic is also surrounded everywhere. So before we begin, my wonderful Virgo friends, please remember this is a collective reading, so take only what resonates and leave the rest. Also, it'll be great if you can subscribe to my channel, and if you can, like it, and if you can share my videos, that will be great. So let's begin. Storm. So you are getting a message about a storm. Now take note of this number. It's 44, so it could be, you might be 44 years old, or it could be April the 4th, or it could be 44 days from the time you have seen this video. Something is coming up. So every hurricane has to come to an end. Nobody's life is going to be chaos. Whatever goes up has to come down, right? So the storm is only temporary. We are only here also on a temporary base. Nothing is permanent. So whatever you're going through, it is only for a while, and you are now de-escalating. You are actually now coming down. Now, I want to read what the book says in further. So let's see what 44 is all about. Just when you thought things were getting a turn for the better, in came a hurricane of hurt. Now you find yourself utterly exhausted from trying to survive it all. Rest assured, the clouds are finally starting to part, making room for the much needed sun. Like the clouds, you should also let go of the past and present pain in order to make room for something better. So, as I've already mentioned, nothing is forever. So, they clearly indicated finally something is coming to you, and you are now going on a safer grounds. I couldn't say anything more, because even the rain, even if it's going to be pouring, crazily from the sky, it has to come to a stop, because it will be pushed by the wind, by the clouds, to go into another place. So we are not going to be in the same environment. But obviously, I've been there, done that, I don't know whether I'm going to go through again. But what I'm trying to say here is, when you are in that moment, it is going to be a chaos for sure. But remember, we are always coming out. And the most important thing recently, what I'm learning here is, if I am in a hurricane or in a storm or in whatever, I will sit back and think, what is the reason I went there, and why did I even go there? Is it something that I need to learn? And if there is, what is it that I need to learn? Is it something that I brought upon from the past that I have not learned, so it is happening again and nudging me to learn? Because we all are here to learn and to experience and move on into our next level of life. So if we have not learned, maybe it is gone, we might have put it under the carpet for a while, but maybe it is time for us to revisit, because now we are mentally stronger and emotionally stronger. So now when we revisit it, we might be definitely able to solve it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards to see what are the message or messages that is going to be linked with this storm. See whether we can get a better picture now. As spoken, 3 cards just flew. I'm pretty sure you can see it. So I'm going to just take these 3 cards because they all came in together. So it just flew like a storm as well. What is happening, my wonderful Virgo? Look at that. Major Arcana, the High Priestess. You are filled with so much of power within you. Now, let's see what's this. 9 of Swords. Temporary resentments, temporary pain. And you have 4 of Wands. Celebration. So I sense here, when you are able to invoke your own power within you, you are going to come right now and you're going to celebrate. This is what I am seeing, but let's go and look into deeper what other messages are coming. So you might want to also take note of, they're telling me to take note of 2, 9, and 4, and there's another 4 here. So you might want to take note of all these numbers. And the High Priestess, she is have a very high intuitive power. We all have the intuitive power. When I started the reading, I said that we are all magical in ourselves. That is true. We have a lot of magic within us, but rarely we touch the magic. And if you look at this card is actually saying, her third eye is opening. So if you look at this card even clearly, it looks like she is sleeping, but the eyes are being opened. Our internal subconscious mind is always open, and if we are able to connect within ourselves, we are able to invoke the third eye, and we are able to open the kundalini. When we are able to do that, voila, a lot of clarity is given to us. But because we are sleeping, we are always in the box. We were not taught to explore. We were taught to explore probably physically, but rarely we were taught how to explore within your mind. You don't even have to go anywhere. All you need to do is sit and you explore within your mind. Our brain, we have a capacity that research has indicated we are only using a fraction of it. There are tons and tons of ideas that we haven't tapped on. And when we are able to tap on, we can go places. If you've seen the sages don't go traveling most of the time. They will sit there and they will do meditation. And when they are meditation, they are actually going out of this world. They're going into different universe, and they are tapping on all the universe. They're traveling from one planet to the other, sitting where they are. And they all are doing that with the power of their mind. Our mind is so powerful. If you're able to tap onto it, you will see things clearly. You will not be seeing, oh my God, what's happening? Now, because we are so not trained, and now we are able to, we have the freedom to do what we want. We have that we all have psychic power. We all do. And if you're able to connect to the psychic power, to your inner, you are going to see things different. Now, this Nine of Swords, as I mentioned, it's only temporary fear, temporary anxiety, temporary pain. It's not forever. You might be, because of the storm that keep going and never ending, you feel like, why is it's not ending? Trust me, it's all there. It's also almost there. You just are at the tail of it, just a little, to go to. And maybe because of whatever going on in your life, you might be having some sleepless night. But if you see this card very carefully, there are two things I want to point out to you. All these crows, the birds, the blackbirds, the negative forces are all not around you. They are away from you. And even if there is one white bird there that you might not be able to see in your naked eyes because it looks invisible. Now, even though there are all these crows hovering around you, there is still some guidance there. This is what I call hope. We just need 1% of hope. We don't need 99% because that 1% is going to become 2, and the 2 is become 4, and 4 become 8. So we will work with 1 first. Things are getting better for you, as the card already mentioned. The cards don't lie, and I believe in the cards. So believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. You have the internal power. You have the internal resources. Connect with the divine and say that this is only temporary. Keep saying this mantra. This is only temporary. And when that happens, you will be able to jump on to the next stage of your life, and that is celebration. Celebration. No, come on. Okay, I'm not a good singer, but I'm sorry I spoiled the mood if I have. Apologies. Okay, I always think that I'm Celine Dion, but I'm not. I'm just Celine. So there is going to be rejoice. There's going to be happiness. There's going to be gathering. There's going to be a lot of celebration. Look at this card. She is just putting her hands up in the air and playing with this instrument. I think it's tambourine. I'm not sure. I'm not a good musician as well. So having a gala time. So whatever you might be going through is only for a while. And also, if you notice, she's not alone. She's with someone, meaning support is there. If you knock on the door, you need to knock on the door. If not, they're not going to open. But you are definitely fully supported. And there's going to be a reunion. You're going to celebrate not only with yourself, with your loved ones. There is going to be a beautiful happiness. There's going to be a beautiful togetherness is coming. Maybe everyone is waiting for the storm to stop. But once it is, everyone is going to come out and they all are going together. So I see in this card, currently you are just going a temporary phase, but connect with your divine, your higher self, because you are a very intuitive person and all of us are very intuitive by nature. Connect to your internal self. They will open your third eye for you. And when they open up the third eye for you, you're going to see things very clearly, because when that third eye opens, you are going to see this white invisible bird. And that is going to give you a lot of hope, happiness, which you are then in no time going to celebrate. I see it for just for the short time. It's all coming to an end, my wonderful Virgo. Everything has to fall down and it has to go. Nothing can be up, hanging in the air for the longest time. It all has to come to the ground. Now, just be a little patient. I'm going to now see what surrender card you can get for this week. And maybe you can use this surrender card as your mantra that you can use until the storm has fall away. So let's see. Spirit, can you please tell me what surrender that my wonderful Virgo need to do for this week so the storm can be passed away? Okay. Surrender defensiveness. Are you putting a shield? The shield that you said, I don't want anyone to come near me. I am not going to let anyone to hurt my feelings. Now, it is good, but you need to also open to hear what other people are trying to say. You cannot just shut down. You cannot shut down and stay in your home because of the storm. Sometimes you may want to turn on the TV or the radio, or mobile. Who's turning into radio mobile now? Nowadays it's all in the mobile. You might want to watch, but again, be discern which media that you're watching, because not every media is there to tell you the truth. I remember during the recent war that went on, with Iran and US, I supposed to go to Egypt. And everyone was saying there's war going on because it's a Middle East and bomb is blasting. And I said, no, I am going. And I went. And when I went to Egypt, there was so much of peace. Nobody talked about the war. Everyone was just going on with their daily life. So there are some people who will actually spread news that is not necessary just to create all this eagerness and anxiety. That's what media love to do. Not all media though, but you might want to do a further research and not, put yourself out inside and not out. So if you are able to take out the defense shield, that will be better. But let's read what the card is trying to say. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. So the storm might be because you might not have given a second thought of this person, and this person is just hovering over you, making you want to hear me, hear me, hear me. So it could be. If you are able, just for a moment, look up and say, all right, what is it that you want to say? I want to hear it with an open mind, with an open heart. Let me hear, because I am clear now. My Kundalini is opened and my third eye is open. I am now going to see the real thing, because I want you to invoke your psychic power. And you will be able to open your psychic power if you're able to connect to the divine. And once you are able to say, okay, I am now willing to listen to whatever you're going to say, the storm will go away. They will all just fly. And when that happens, you'll be thinking like, why did I even not look up? If not, this happiness would have come to me way earlier. But that's okay, my wonderful Virgo. Don't beat up. Sometimes we need to learn the lesson in a hard way. And this is one of the phase that you're going. So next time when the same thing happens, hopefully not, but you are more assured to take off your defense and see and hear them out and then make a decision. Now, I also have an oracle card from the universe. The universe wants to say something to you. Let's see what message they have for you. Right? Okay. The card fell, and you have two cards that fell. And I'm going to take both the cards. So I'm going to shift that here. Hopefully it goes. Okay. So let's see the first card here. I know that you have been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you are good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you really are more than capable of doing it. Rise up and take that leap of faith. Rise up and look up and hear this person, whoever they are trying to say something, they may have a different version from you. So you are good enough. Don't beat up yourself. Don't run away and hide. Let's see what the next message they have for you. It's very interesting though. Okay, I'm a little OCD. I think by now you know. Try not to dwell on the past or spend too much time worrying about the future. All it does is steal your joy and sense of inner peace. Concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment of what it is. You are creating new memories. So, if you are going to be in your own and think about the past, why this is happening, why is this, and asking a lot of why questions, but not looking up and say, okay, what is it that I am not looking here? What is it that I'm missing? Bring it on. I am now open for suggestion. I'm now open for options. I'm open for choices. Now, if you are able to do that, you are going to create a different pathway in your brain neuron pathways, and that neuron is going to help you next time in your future issues. You will know that you are not going to shut down, but you are now open to suggestions because you are creating new memories for yourself. I really hope that this message means something to you, and I truly hope you have enjoyed it, my wonderful Virgo. Now, the summary of this reading I have posted at the end of this video, so please take a moment to reflect on it. If this reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section below, as your insight might help others on their journey. Until the next reading, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Bye.